بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد Assalamu alaikum. Our young people of today are going to be our leaders of tomorrow. And the way young people of today are going is like the young people of yesterday is really going. The adults, they're raising their children wrong. They absolutely raising their children, Muslim children wrong. They're turning around and instead of putting a hijab on their daughters at a young age and getting them used to the hijab so that they'll be proud to wear the hijab, they're letting their hair flow. And these here young girls, they're growing up and 17, 18, 19, and early 20s, no hijab. And parents, they let them do that. They raise them that way. And so are the young men. They're growing up with no kufi on their head, especially when they go make salah. They don't have nothing on their head. This is a kufi. You know, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he wore a kufi and he wore a turban around it, you know, and everything else. He covered his head when he was making salah. He grew a beard, just like, you know, and he one of the Sahabas sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one of the Sahabas, radiallahu anhu, was shaving one day, shaving his beard off. And one of the other Sahabas, radiallahu anhu, came and told him, well, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do not shave the beard. He said, let the beard grow and clip the mustache. And when this Sahaba heard this here, he stopped shaving. He had shaved off half of his hair, half of his face. And he stopped shaving and he fainted. Because he had did something that he thought, well, he knew, he finally found out when the Sahaba told him that he was doing something that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told Muslims not to do. Prior to that, prior to being told, he didn't know that. So he was shaving it off. When he found out, he stopped immediately and he fainted. Because he was so overwhelmed with love for Rasulullah and fear of Allah, taqwa, that he couldn't, you know, he fainted. And today, the Muslims, young Muslims, you can't tell who's who because they're all walking around with clean shaven. You know, they look like girls, they look like little sissies. You know, and they need to, you know, stop shaving off that beard. You know, Allah put that beard and mustache on us, you know, and, you know, this is something that distinguishes us as men. You shave that mustache and beard off, well, you can shave the mustache off now and then. When you shave that beard off, you start looking, you know, all soft and, you know, smooth face like a little girl. You know, and brothers need to stop doing that. They need to stop trying to follow behind the kufr and try to be like the kufr. You know, the kufr, you got a bunch of homos running around in the kufr society. You want to look like them? You want to be like them? You know, y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to start doing things like doing things in the masjid or in the community. If you see somebody and they homeless and everything, and if you were in one of them countries where you could build a house for them, you should help them build a house, build a school, build a hospital, build a structure that could be used as a hospital. You might have a little extra land, you know, in your backyard or something, and build a little structure, build a little house back there. And use it as a clinic. Use it as a school. Use it as a place for others to lay their head down and sleep. It's just like the orphans. You have orphans sleeping in the street. Why can't you build a little shack in your backyard, or right next to your house, or down the street if you own some land down the street? Build a little something and let them stay in there. Do you realize the blessings that you will get just by building something that's going to be used over and over and over again, even after you're gone? Imagine building a school, putting up a building that's going to be used as a school, and the children going there and learning about their deen, about Islam. And when you die, when you get old and you die, and that building is still there, teaching children how to worship Allah, you still get those blessings. But if you're running around the streets trying to find yourself a girlfriend, trying to be hip hop and fly, and all the rest of this here stuff, you're on the wrong path. Allah tells us, about the path that we choose. If we choose a path that the kufr is on, Allah says, the disbelievers is going into the fire. You need to think about what it would be like to be burning in that fire. They said that it's not only fire that's there, it's extreme cold as well, but we're going to deal with this fire right now. Now, picture yourself. Go to a stove where you cook food at. Light it. Put the fire on in that stove. And then when it's nice and blazing and everything, stick your hand in there. Stick your hand in there and see how long you can keep it in there. I bet you won't be able to keep your hand in there. You put it in, you don't pull it back. Oh, no, not me. I can't put my hand in there. And Rasulullah said that the fire of this world that we know seeks refuge in Allah from the fire of hell. And it's fire that we know that's burning things up, that we won't put our hands in, that we cook food in. It turns to Allah. Oh Allah, please don't put me in that there hell. I will suffer if I go into the hellfire. That fire there in the hell is worse than the fire that I can produce. And the fire that we know, it doesn't want to go into the hellfire because of the fierceness of the fire. And if you can't put your hand in the fire here in this life, how are you going to handle the fire in the next? Picture yourself leaving this world and going to the next world, going to the next life, and then have to go straight into a fire. It said, this hadith that says that, thank you. Why you gotta go jumble on top of each other? So I can bring it. This hadith that says, I was just interrupted, from my chain of thought off. The whole chain off. This hadith that speaks about the fire of hell and how fierce it is. That says, the hadith says that the fire, that people will be in the fire and they will have different levels of punishment. The fire will be at different levels. And the lowest level will be where the fire only comes up to the ankle. But that fire that gets come up to the ankle is so fierce, it'll make your brain boil. It'll boil your brain. That's only up to your ankle. Can we handle the fire of hell? I don't think so. We can't even handle the things in this here life. Just like suicide. People running around committing suicide. And Allah and His Rasul said that if you kill yourself, you will kill yourself over and over and over and over again for all eternity. Now, some say that you would have to relive the acts that drove you to committing suicide. Now, if you say to yourself, I can't take this here, so I want to kill myself because I can't take this here. Well, in the next life, if those statements are true, then you would have to relive that there for all eternity, over and over and over. Never die. Just killing yourself, feeling the pain and suffering and the agony of going through all the same changes that drove you to kill yourself, and you have to live it all over again, over and over again, forever, for all eternity. We need to get up here and start thinking about the things we do, running around after these girls, taking the virtue of other Muslim sisters from them, like kind of, oh baby, come here, let me feel your. I mean, like, what are you doing? You're not only taking yourself into the fire, you're taking your sister with it. Suppose somebody turns around and goes and says the same thing to your mama, or to your blood sister, or to your aunt, just to get a little booty. Would you like that? Would you like to see your mama, your sister, or your aunt, or some female in your family do something like that and end up going to the fire and being punished for it? Well, if you wouldn't want your own family members to end up in the fire, then think about the sister that you trying to pull into that fire along with you. You could do more things with your life and your time than running around, getting high, trying to get into some sister's pants, and the sisters trying to entice the brothers to get into their pants. You could do better things. Use your time, like Allah said, take advantage of your youth. I wish I had taken advantage of my youth more than I did. Now I'm 65 years old, and the law decided to come and take me. Like on average, people, my age, we don't have that much time. But on the other hand, I may extend my life, a whole lot longer. We need to get up here and start thinking about things that we are doing and change something and do the right thing. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.